Hello, welcome to Lunch and Learn Fridays. This is Jacqueline Houghton from Digital Deems, and today we're going to talk about how to structure paid search advertising campaigns. So, you have a business and you're ready to dive into paid search advertising, but you're not quite sure how to structure, how to set up your strategy. This mini lesson is exactly for that. So, our advice is to build your campaign by starting with 3 ad groups. And this general strategy works really for Google paid advertising as well as iOS advertising, just paid advertising in general. So, what we tend to do is we split our initial structure at the beginning of working with a client, somebody that's never ran ads before, into 3 segments. So, we call these campaigns. That's going to be your brand campaign, your competitor campaign, and your non brand campaign. And then within those segments, we separate these out into what we call ad groups. And so brand is going to have 2. You're going to have your exact match keywords in that ad group, and then you're going to have your broad match keywords in that ad group. Now, the difference between exact match and broad match, and on different platforms, some of this terminology is slightly different, but the general idea is that an exact keyword is a keyword that shows up when somebody types in like a specific phrase, and you usually have a particular way of entering that keyword into the system, whether you have brackets around it or quotes on it around it, something like that, to define that it's exact. So an example of that would be maybe Tempe Tire Shop. Somebody types in that exact phrase in this particular ad group for this campaign. Those analytics would come through and fire on the exact ad group. The broad ad group is where there might be a version of that particular keyword that is a result, but it's not the exact keyword. So what did I say? Tempe Tire Shop. Maybe cheap Tempe Tire Shop would be a result of a broad campaign or ad group within that campaign. So many words. Anyways, so that's the strategy. And we always put more of the budget to the exact keywords because we know from historical experience that people are searching specifically for those keyword sets. The idea is that you kind of build this list out as time goes on, and you check in every few days and look at the data, see what's going on, and that gets bigger and bigger until you have like a solid group of keywords that are performing really well for your application or website. So that's just the general structure. Brand are your brand keywords. So like my company and anything associated with your company name. Competitors, that's pretty obvious. And then non-brand keywords would be things that describe, your software or your business. What is it that you do that people are going to be searching for to find your company? And this non-brand section is the section that can really spiral out into a number of different campaigns. And that would happen later on when you get into a more advanced strategy. But to start, we recommend just doing like your core keywords. And then as you work with a team, you sort of develop out those other segments. So why should my ad groups be split up into exact and broad? I kind of covered that in the last slide. Just basically, you want to be able to invest in the keywords that are performing for your business really well in a separate group, because you can control your ad spend easier there. So it's better practice to have those separated in that way. And what keywords should go into brand, competitor, or non-branded campaigns? Brand is going to be, like I said before, your brand associated keywords. Competitor are going to be your competitor associated keywords, and non-brand keywords are going to be your industry specific keywords. What are people using to search for you? So why should you invest more in exact match than broad? Again, exact are the words that are performing best for your business. So you should be willing to pay more for those because you've seen them historically perform well. And ultimately, you should have like a great attribution model in place so that you're able to tie your conversions to those specific key phrases. Broad match is more of like a research bucket. So sometimes, new phrases and stuff will come in as, society changes and people start using different terminology. And so this is more like a discovery area. So you're not going to spend as much on it because you're not quite sure if some of those combinations are really going to lead to conversions for you or not. So, as always, we are here to help. For our subscribers, we offer a 15-minute free consultation, strategy, just general chat about your business. So, if you'd like to connect, give us a shout out. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.